Guys, welcome back to part 2 of the rowing weight loss series with Dark Horse. Guys, we are talking today about getting up and getting down as critical pieces of your weight loss journey, okay? Now, why am I holding this PVC pipe behind me? Well, we are going to start talking about hinging at the hip and why that is a critical phase of movement. So, if we are to be able to protect ourselves as we are relearning to move, we need to be able to as well hinge at the hip, because this hip is a very critical piece to human movement. So last time we were starting to work on the feet, right? Articulating and holding us to the ground being our foundation. Well, now as we start to move, we also need to know how to move properly. And that means being able to stabilize my spine and being able to articulate at the hips. So why do I have this PVC pipe? Well, I'm using this as a guideline, if you will. So what I'm going to do is take this PVC pipe, hold it over my head, and then hold it below my butt. What I want you thinking about here is moving and maintaining contact with this PVC pipe, and not that the PVC pipe moves away from my body. So I'm using this to learn how to just move at the hip and not move with my spine, okay? So make some time to practice this. Align it along your spine and move, maintaining contact. How far can you hinge before you start to break? And that's as far as I want you to go. Don't continue to move once you disconnect from the PVC pipe. Can you go super far maintaining contact and then stand up again? That's a really great gold standard for helping you learn how to move the hips, because that is called a hip hinge. So being able to hip hinge is really critical to being able to get up and get down, or to pick up groceries, right? If I'm picking up bags of groceries, this has to be able to stabilize. My back has to be able to be safe. These are all important things to movement. Now, the next part is we're going to practice getting up and getting down off of the floor. So this is how I want you to think about it. Now first, you are going to spread your feet and plant one hand. From here, I want you to kick a foot out and sit. Then straighten both legs. So you're just in a seated position. To get out of this, I want you to bend this leg, pull it as close to you as possible, plant this hand again, and bring this leg through so that both feet are underneath you, and stand. I want you to spend a healthy amount of time now getting up and getting down. Now you can go to the other side from here, plant, hand comes underneath, or feet comes underneath, and I stand again. Now, why are we doing this? Well, if you ever hit the ground, you need to be able to get yourself back up. And again, this is a core tenet of good human movement. If you ever have any hopes of playing with your kids, or rolling around in the grass, or being able to fall and get yourself back up, you have to be able to do it under your own power without grabbing onto something or using something else for leverage. Now this can be a real challenge. Okay, don't overestimate how simple this looks. It's going to be frustrating, but that's okay. We're reintroducing new movement. Expect that you're going to go through frustrating stages. What matters is that you persevere and push through, even though it may be frustrating to you. Once you've gotten comfortable getting down to the ground, now I want you to focus on getting onto all fours. Now, we would call this quadrupedal movement, being able to move with all four limbs. So I want you to get onto your hands and knees. Place your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and pull your toes underneath you. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and toes tucked underneath. From here, you are just going to lift your hips and imagine you have a cup of hot scalding coffee balancing on your back. I want you to imagine that this has to stay put so that it doesn't burn you. Okay? Think of this as your plank, except now we're having to coordinate between the arms and the legs. From here, as you get comfortable and as you can hang out for a longer period of time, you're going to start to move. You're going to start to walk. And when you do that, you're going to go opposite hand to opposite knee. Think cross body. So as my right arm moves, my left knee comes forward. We're going to start small, and you're balancing that cup of coffee on your back. Okay? Now this movement, again, is about coordinating your body. Right? So much of what we're talking about here is balance, coordination. It's not the strength and explosive, and it's not cardio as much. It's all about just getting your body systems back together and functioning. And this is one of the best ways to do it. It's learning how to get up, get down, hinge at the hip, move your body together. Okay? Think of it as in we're trying to get back to childlike play. If you can learn to get on the floor and play around like a kid again, you are well on your path to weight loss, and it is one of the healthiest ways to get you to weight loss because it improves not just your body, but it also improves your spirit and your mental state. Now, of course, we're going to come back to the machine as always. So in the last video, we were talking about 1 to 3 minute range of time on this machine and just working on the basics. Well, today, I want you to start thinking in 5-minute increments. Can you start to establish 5 minutes of consistent, good movement and starting to apply a little bit of slow force? So not taking the stroke rate up, but just learning how to press a little bit more and taking your time in the rhythm to establish your work periods of 5 minutes. Okay? So think, start with 2 to 3 rounds of that, 2 to 3 rounds of 5 minutes on the machine. From there, as you get better at it, I want you to spend several weeks per video here, right? Don't just jump through all 3 and try to implement them all at once. Last week's video, I really want you to spend 2 to 3 to 4 weeks there. Then jump into today's video, another month or so if you can. So starting with 2 to 3 rounds of 5 minutes, by the end of the month, can you get up to 5 rounds of 5 minutes in a workout with what we talked about before? Doing some quadrupedal movement, okay? Working with all fours, getting up, getting down, practicing the hip hinge, because guess what? That hip hinge also applies to the rowing stroke, okay? Guys, this has been part 2 of the Dark Horse Rowing Weight Loss Series. We look forward to having you back for part 3, and as always, make sure you head to our website, darkhorserowing.com, where you can sign up for the Hustler's Guide to Rowing, as well as the Dark Horse Academy, which is our instructor course for the Concept 2 machine built in conjunction with Concept 2, teaching coaches how to teach their athletes to use this machine effectively. And for athletes looking for any kind of coaching and training, we've got you covered. Guys, we will see you on the other side.